That's how much I trust Dame in those situations. And they were down 5 in this game. And I know we're showing the 3 that won the game, but we're not showing the walk-up that he pulled up on the left side and he shot it from Highland Park, Illinois to cut the lead. And so this really impressive by Dame. And big shout to Method Man as we do the Keep It Moving segment. It made me think of your lovely wife, Joey Jacoby, and I want to give her a shout on the documentary she produced with Wendy Williams as she was eating Doritos with caviar. And it just made me think, you know what? Maybe she'll produce a documentary on us one day. Maybe we do it behind the scenes on this show. What do you think about that?
She has no interest in talking to me or you. And she's had plenty of us. Moving on. Deshaun's Clippers keep moving or hit the brakes. Jalen, last year, when Paul George and Kawhi Leonard teamed up with the Clippers, you jumped right on the bandwagon. You said they were going to win the championship, and they flamed out in the bubble. Now no one's talking about them anymore. Jalen, are people just disregarding the Clippers because they flamed out in the bubble last year?
The great American philosopher David Jacoby taught me to keep expectations down. And when you put together Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the expectations were so high, people like me spraining their ankles, jumping on and off the bandwagon. Now they get a chance to fly under the radar with the Lakers and the Nets making moves. Giannis re-signing with the Bucks. The Sixers and Embiid balling. The Celtics, Tatum and Brown. They get to fly under the radar. But the expectations have not changed. Let's see if Kawhi Leonard has what it takes to still lead his Clippers in the Western Conference.
Jalen, you know I'm a die-easy Knicks fan. I love Emmanuel Quickley so much. So much. He's fast, he's under control, he's a bucket, and that floater, he is money with the floater. He is Tony Parker with the floater. He shoots so well from that floater and the 3. Just want to give him a big shout. Emmanuel Quickley, giving Knicks fans something to look forward to. It's been about a decade. Moving on. Exciting basketball contest between the Nets and the Wizards, and it came down to craziness at the very end. You've seen it by now. Bradley Beal comes down and hits a 3. Joe Harris tries to get it to Durant. Can't. And there it is. That's Beal hitting the 3. So now they're down 2 right now. Harris tries to hit Durant. Nope, he's gone. And then it gets to Russell Westbrook, who hits another 3. And ultimately, they win the game. Jalen, does this tell you more about the Wizards turning it around or the Nets not being able to stop anybody from scoring points?
So you're going to appreciate this, Jacoby. Last night when I was watching this game, you know what I decided? I decided that I love basketball. Like, serious. Like, I love basketball. Our OG director, Tommy, said it. This was like old school ABA. And you know, I took a lot of heat like 10 years ago as the bitter veteran that played for Mike D'Antoni when I came out in like 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It was like I never heard the man say the word defense. I took a lot of heat for that. People thought that I was just bitter and hating because I got DMPs. I was telling the truth. You know how I approach this. And while the Nets are amazing to watch offensively, and they were playing without James Harden, and Kyrie's taking his liberties offensively and being aggressive, be a terrific scorer, and so is KD. When you don't have bulk up front and you can't contain the dribble, the point guard and the center are the pillars of your defense and your offense. If you can't contain Colin Sexton's dribble, if you can't contain Russell Westbrook's dribble, I don't care how talented you are. The other team is always confident when they're scoring. How many times you been playing basketball, Jacoby? As soon as somebody make a shot, they look at their teammates like, let's go, let's go. It's because when they score, you feel better about yourself. And you could be playing against Washington. You could be playing against anybody. As long as the other team getting buckets, they're going to be in the game. And so that's something that I know for a fact. 3, 2, 1. as these cords are on my feet and I'm barefoot right now on the show.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let me tell you something.
Put those away. Put those
I
away.
love basketball. Hey, look, I love basketball, so it reminded me that I want to play. I want to play some basketball, dog. I'm getting ready. I'm coming back, dog.
Why don't you have socks on? Why don't you have socks on? What is happening? There's a blizzard outside.
I took them
What
off.
is happening?
I took them
Whatever
off.
you do, put your shoes
I'm
back
coming
on.
back.
Put your shoes
I'm not gonna
back
come
on.
back. And what it showed me that, you ready for this? I could play for the Nets. I was like, I could play for the Nets. You saw Joe Harris at the end of the game with that inbounds pass? I could have did that.
Yes, you could have done
been
that.
me.
Everything else that Joe Harris did yesterday, you could not do. But you could have done that.
Oh, like that, Reg? Like that.
I love the fact that you just took your feet out on national television and you said that you could play for the Nets. You could play defense for the Nets. I'll tell you that. You could play defense for the Nets because I've seen you play, okay? Not exactly a stopper. Jalen, someone who is playing in the NBA very well, someone I used to affectionately call the stretch mark 5. I can do that no longer because Nikola Jokic has slimmed down and he gave the Jazz some buckets. 47 points, only missed 9 field goals all game long, 12 rebounds, and ended an 11-game win streak for the Jazz. Jalen, can we just celebrate my man Nikola Jokic? Can we just celebrate him, please?
Let's do that. And let me tell you what made me feel a little emotional yesterday.
What happened?
When my guy, the Joker, was balling, I looked down at my phone. I had so many people that were calling to give me a shout because my guy was doing work. They're like, I know you see your guy. Like, Jacoby, I've said this to you. It shouldn't be fair to have a crush on a player that I cover. That's what I have with the Joker. The thing is, it's all skill and intellect and real estate. When you play Monopoly, you want Boardwalk and Park Place and you want to put all of the hotels on it. That man right there, that's Mediterranean. That's Baltic. You don't even see him coming. And every time you go around, you got to pay the Joker. Look at him. Look at him, Jacoby. That's Rudy Gobert. That's the defensive player of the year, one-on-one on the post. Runners, floaters, threes, dimes, playing them one-on-one. It don't matter. I'm going to tell you guys this. The Joker is a lot closer to winning MVP this season than people realize. So I'm going to just say that into a microphone. As the season continues to progress and you realize, like, wait a minute, he ranks where in points, where in rebounds, where in assists, where in steals, and the Nuggets record is what? Remember what I told you. At the end of the year, people going to want to say LeBron. They're going to want